Welcome to the second Sunday after Christmas, January the 5th, 2025. Today is the end of the Christmas season. This is the Man at the Tap podcast provided by Tapestry Ministries. In it, we actively seek the spiritual nourishment our souls crave. Together, we explore one of the daily lectionary readings designed to be the manna which nurtures our spiritual growth and provides the sustenance our souls need. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on this spiritual journey, and together we share insights and interpretations from these readings that enrich our spiritual lives. The lectionary reading for today is from the Old Testament book of Jeremiah. It tells the story of God's people who are at the end of one journey and are being invited to begin a new journey. The prophets, including Jeremiah, warned the people of Israel and Judah to change from their evil ways or disaster would befall them. But they ignored the warnings until the powerful Assyrian and Babylonian empires invaded their country. The temple in Jerusalem was destroyed, the kings were deported or died, and it left the people of Israel and Judah traumatized by the experience of being exiled from their homeland and becoming refugees in foreign lands where they suffered at the hands of ruthless leaders. The book of Jeremiah actually describes the migration of several groups of people who were on the move in and out of the land, seeking refuge for survival, a place to stop running, and a place to settle down. After a period of unspeakable silence and suffering, the voice of God broke into the silence, and like a loving parent, he was motivated to action. He declared in Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 1, I will. I will be the God of all the families of Israel, and they will be my people. He promised to bring them home again, even if they had been scattered to the remote regions of the earth. He reminded them that he loved them with an everlasting love and would continue to extend his faithful love to them. He promised that they would rebuild and they would once again celebrate with tambourines and joyful dancing. Now, let us listen to the lectionary reading for today, which is Jeremiah chapter 31, verses 7 to 14. This is a beautiful oracle that asserts the promise and power of the Lord to gather up his people who experienced forced migration and exile and to bring them home again. The Lord is the one who is leading the people home. He is not sending these traumatized people back into a war zone, but into a healthy homeland where their safety will be assured. They can begin to sing his praises because of his power to redeem them and sustain those who were elderly, disabled, or blind, and even the pregnant women who were ready to give birth. In addition, though, to loud singing and shouts of joy and praise, they were encouraged to express grief and pleading as they begged God to save the remnant of Israel. You see, trauma is not instantly or quickly forgotten. God wanted the people to weep as they remembered the losses they had experienced and the suffering they had witnessed. They were to implore God to have mercy on them as He led them back home. The imagery in verse 9 is explicit. As the new restoration reality unfolded, a once broken community rejoiced through their tears, asking God's favor. He invited them to take the journey home because He would lead and comfort them. This is a journey of transformation marked by lingering sorrow. The community was encouraged not to deny the grieving process, as quickly forgetting what they had lost was not easy. Their emotions were still raw, and the healing of trauma is and was a complex process. But the lectionary text invited them, and it invites us to see that the healing experience can be joyful and yet painful. The journey home would lead them to a new homeland akin to Eden. The fields and waterways were now bursting with life and abundance. The Lord would change their sadness into happiness. This was the message from the Lord for those people. This can be the message from the Lord to us as we begin the journey of a new year in 2025.